Greetings everyone, Design Monogramshin. And as many of you are probably aware, don't know how early the news broke for me, it broke Monday, that Justin Carmichael had passed away last Thursday. And when I found out about it, courtesy of Screw Attack, I was in a bit of denial, because it's like, this is a joke, right? Because usually when it's like it has someone's birth date listed, and a date like, in this case, 2014 listed, that means someone has passed away. That's the first thing my mind went for. Then I tried to pass off, it's like, oh, it's just regarding, like him leaving that guy with glasses, right? Or, probably him just leaving another site that he was associated with, retiring perhaps, or, nope. Turns out he, committed suicide, and I was like, and if you want to know one of the biggest reasons why I'm such an arrogant, judgmental, misanthropic, cynical jerk, it's because I'm probably one of the most sentimental people on the planet. I'm not a fan of JewWario, mind you. I only know him best through his appearances in Kikazia, Suburban Nights, the collaborations he did with Suede Langar in the Animania Pokemon movie reviews, the one review he did with Film Rain, I think, the one episode of Until We Win that he did with Lord Cat, his Skype call with Langar and the Spooning One, and the Spooning One's Breaking Dawn Part 1 vlog. Of course, Radio Dead Air, which I don't know if I mentioned this already, is why this came as a shock, because that was the last video I saw, man, and to be fair, that was recorded 5 days before his apparent suicide, and it's like, it was on those appearances that it's like, you had this very personable, very funny guy, and it's kind of shocking, because I can't quite contemplate or even much less fathom what kind of things he might have gone through that would drive him to that point. And it's, I guess this is, me just showing that I still have a shred of humanity in me. Because it's like, mostly when you hear tragedies like this on the news, I'm like, oh great, one of these again. When it came to this, I was, again, a blubbering idiot. And I guess it's because, again, of what little I knew about the guy. And of course, I was thinking about it earlier this morning, because I had stayed up so late. I went to bed around 4, because I had just gotten over my writer's block, and I started working on my next graphic novel project that I'm going to work on self-publishing. And I started thinking about 2 things that he did that I now never get to thank him for. Started getting misty-eyed all over again. The first thing I'll never get to thank him for is after, the news broke and I was doing research trying to find out what had happened and how it had happened, and overall why, just why, I decided to watch his videos because he apparently had a slew of fans who were funding his funeral, consoling his wife, and providing some emotional support for his wife, and I decided to watch his You Can Play This series, which in turn led to one of his videos popping up in my recommendations. Is You Can Play This on Namco Cross Capcom, a game that I had been on the fence about for roughly since 2009, when I first heard about it. Because, it's like, oh, another crossover fighting game. Yes and no, because it has an RPG element to it. And, even though I'm a fan of RPGs, Pokemon, Final Fantasy, Digimon World Series, .hack, currently playing Spiral Knights on Steam, and Dragon's Crown behind me. Kingdom Hearts, just to throw out a few RPGs that I played out there. I was like curious as to the RPG elements, and the way he constructed the video, by merely saying that he was going to go over the combat elements, and if the viewer wanted to find out what the story was, they'd have to go out and get the game themselves. I was like, okay, fine, I'm sold. It was really that simple to, sway me into wanting to go out and get that game at a bargain bin at GameStop, though apparently I'll probably only be able to get it used now, which means Capcom will not earn a single cent of my contribution to buying that game, which is a bit of a bummer. But I digress. And again, I'll never get to thank him for that either. And the other thing I'll never get to thank him for is what I presume to be the message on his last live stream, his last video game live stream to his viewers, about, how they're not stupid people, how they shouldn't allow anyone to affect them by saying that they're stupid, that they're, special and important. And it helped me with my own frustration with myself, and beating myself up because I can't think of another idea, or couldn't think of another idea at the time of what to do next in terms of self-published comics. And never get to thank him for that either. And so as you can tell, it leaves me at a loss for words. So I guess before closing, I guess I'll leave off with this. It made me want to go back and watch a video I did regarding the overwhelmingly negative reaction on YouTube regarding Amanda Todd's suicide back in October of 2012. how people like this need help, and how apparently it frustrated me at the time that apparently a lot of people weren't getting said help. So, I'm thinking about that. I thought to myself, well, why don't I put my money where my mouth is? So, one of my short-term goals, that's why I'm recording this for, as a reminder for later, after I get my situation, sorted out here with helping my family financially, I'm going to take some of what I earn through my work, my comics, novels, and donate it to, the suicide prevention groups, the It Gets Better Foundation, and several other corporations that, help them for preventing suicide. Because, quite frankly, I'm tired of feeling helpless in this area. Because ultimately, that's one of many other things that has led me to my frustration. Because people like this need help, and it's high time I threw my hat into the ring. But anyway, in closing, rest in peace, man. You will be missed. And this is the Money Redemption signing out, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a nice day.